Hey, guys and girls, thanks. We're all packed in here. It's going to be great. I want to introduce you to Brandon Stone. He is our mental guide, and our assistant coach is here and helping us out. He's got a great story. His dad, Keith Stone, has been with us for several years now. Some of you know him, some of you don't. He's our team pastor, and Brandon wanted to share with you his story today. So, all yours.
Thank you. Like I said, I'm Brandon. I grew up in Brazil, and that's where I learned soccer and fell in love with the game. Most people know countries like that, it's a religion there, and I drank the Kool-Aid for sure. Grew up playing 2v2 on the street. Played in high school, and that's me on the top of the left. That was my high school team. Came back to the States to go to college. I went to Rose State College, played there for a year, and then played at OU, just like club soccer at the university there, and then went to Northeastern State and played with Charlie Mitchell. Then worked on the beach as a photographer. I was kind of a goofball, still kind of am. A bunch of the guys really admire Ronaldinho, and I like to keep that spirit that he has, that playful spirit, and always having fun. I was working at a Cold Stone Creamery in Philadelphia in 2005, and on my way home from work one day, I was stopped at a red light, and I was ran into the back of my car. The guy ran into the back of my car going around 80 miles an hour. I was in the red 91 Corolla. He was in a Jeep Cherokee. Very lucky to have survived the wreck. Here's a list of my injuries at the time. I had 3 broken vertebrae, 9 broken ribs, punctured lungs, damaged spleen, damaged diaphragm, brachial plexus injury to my left shoulder. 2 of the most dangerous one, 2 of the 3 layers of my descending aorta were torn. I had the 3rd layer torn, I would have bled out right then and there. The doctor on call did a 14-hour-long heart surgery to repair my aorta. Now that is focus right there. I was able to sit there for 14 hours straight working on, I don't even know. Had a damage to my spinal cord at T11, paralyzed one of my vocal cords. All my organs got shoved up in my chest cavity, had to be put back in place, and damaged kidneys. When my parents got to the hospital in Philly, they were here in Oklahoma. This was the first thing they walked into, was seeing me on this rotating bed. Luckily, I have no recollection of that, because it's like pretty gruesome. The top vertebrae there, that's what damaged my spinal cord. The part of the bone broke off, and it didn't completely sever the spinal cord, which is why I still have some movement. I kick my leg out some and have some feeling, but it damaged it. To date, I've had 23 surgeries total. It's been a long process over the 13 years. I had some buildup of calcium in my hips that I had to get removed a couple years after the wreck. So it wasn't all right there in 2005. It's kind of been progression. I broke my arm a couple times. Got 2 more there. It's like scars. Got 2 rods in my back. There's some of my trophies. Physical therapy was excruciatingly painful. I was laying down for so long, just sitting up straight was painful. never have been a big fan of pain, but I eventually pushed through it. Could have done it without my family and my friends, people around me building me up, encouraging me. But I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. Starting to get on my feet a little bit, taking a few steps, and it was hard. It was really hard, and I had to stay positive and had to have that vision at the end of my mind of where we were going and why all this pain right now is worth what I'm trying to achieve. And that's one of the things that helped me through it and get through it. I talk a lot about mantras, having something you say to yourself to keep you going when you're on your 8th rep, going for your 9th, and you gotta have something positive to say to yourself. This strength and honor comes from the movie Gladiator. A friend of one of my best friends and I, every time we talk, we end the conversation with strength and honor. And we just try to, there's 2 characteristics we try to apply in everything of our lives. And it's just good to keep that in the forefront of your mind. So I put them on my lost strand braces. That's what those are. Like I said, I still like to have fun, so I did a fundraiser about 4 years ago for the Christopher Reeve Foundation, who's the actor who played Superman. And we raised $10,000, and I jumped out of a plane from 10,000 feet with a Superman costume. It made the news. It was pretty fun. It was. I had the guts to do it again. It was very scary, but I pushed through it anyways because I'm crazy. Talk about having fun. This was a picture taken of me at a concert 2 years ago in Austin, Texas. That also went kind of viral and got on the, was on the news, and that just goes to show my spirit and how I don't let what happened to me define me. And it wasn't planned, it wasn't staged, it was just like something that happened in the moment, and it's the best picture anyone will ever take of me. I got to go to Russia to the World Cup, and that's truly a testimony of not letting self-imposed limitations keep you from doing what you love. And I've always loved soccer. It's always been one of the hardest things for me to not be able to play. And I had this conversation with Errol yesterday. He kind of got a sneak preview of my talk, that as painful as it is to be here and see people playing and not be able to be on the field, that's what pushes me to be here even more, because I know how much I love the game and how much it means to me. And if I can share that feeling with one person, it makes it worth all the pain I can endure. But I was blessed when I went to Russia with got to meet a special guest while I was there. Completely unexpected. A friend of mine had a friend who was doing a documentary with this semi-famous soccer player, and we got to have dinner with him. That was a joke. I got to meet Ronaldo. It was absolutely mind-blowingly awesome. He was completely down to earth. We got to have dinner with him, and then the next day he was playing tennis, and I was like right there at the net while he's playing tennis with my buddy and one of his friends. And I just hung out. I felt like the coolest thing since sliced bread. And then we got a ride with him in his car, so I'm in the back seat, Ronaldo's in the front seat, and I asked him one soccer question, because I didn't want to bombard him with soccer. I was like, Ronaldo, what was your all-time favorite goal you ever scored? He stopped and paused for a minute, thought about it, and he was like, there's not one. He's like, goals are like children. They're all special, equally special. Not one goal is more important than the other. Just like not one child is more important than the other. And I was just like blown away. But the more I thought about that, the more I thought of how brilliant that is. Because if it's just another goal to you, you're not going to get nervous. If it's a huge game, it's just another goal. I really like that. Yeah, there was us playing tennis. So that's it for the pictures. Just want to go over some main points of another thing I was talking to Errol about was I filled out these confidence planners with some of the guys, just writing some stuff down with them, and the only person who had said anything about gratitude was Errol. He said to be grateful to be able to play. And I broke down crying a little bit when I read that because that means a lot to me because he wants to be out there on the field 100% of the time. And I told him I know exactly how you feel. I want to be there too. But I have to find different ways to contribute to the team since I can't be out there on the field. And I've tried to be involved with doing photography, taking pictures, and then now I've been blessed to be able to help the guys with their confidence in the mental game. And so I can still contribute to the team, even though I'm not physically out there. There are ways you can contribute to the team in everything you do with the team. And I truly believe that, and I'm living it. And the big thing to talk about with the guys is what can you control? Can you control that goal that just went in? Can I control the car wreck that just happened? No. I can't control my reaction to it. Am I going to let it destroy me? Or am I going to fight back, do everything in my power to overcome it, and let it define who I am as in terms of I'm a survivor. I'm relentless. And same with you guys. You let 2 goals go in, and if you have 2 choices, you can either give up and not even care the rest of the game, or you can dig down deep and focus on 1 goal at a time and go back and get it and make your teammates proud of you. And then the other thing is belief. You have to have that belief in the back of your mind of where you're trying to get. You have to have that vision of what it is you're trying to achieve so that whenever you are about to die from exhaustion, you take that moment of clarity and can really think, all right, this is the reason I'm doing this. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm trying to get this trophy at 93 minutes or 89 minutes of the game, and I'm dead tired and don't think I have anything left in the tank. Envision that end result, and that'll help push you through it. And when I had my wreck, the doctors told me I had a 95% chance of never walking again, which meant never playing soccer. And it's been 13 years, and I still get emotional about it. That's just because I care so much about it, and it means so much to me. And I have the decision to focus on the 5% chance that I can, and do everything in my power to do that. I'm going to finish off before I finish. Go out there. gonna tell you guys a story about my best friend. I've shared it with the guys. He was in the special forces. Grew up with him in Brazil. And he did 3 tours in Iraq. And I asked him about how'd you do all the physical training and all that stuff, and he was just like, you get to a crossroads, and you have to decide, is this thing going to beat me, or am I going to dig deep and beat it? And beat it can even be yourself, can be your mind that's telling you to quit. Are you going to let it beat you, or are you going to beat it? And he said that's a decision you make over and over and over. And then the way you do that, the brain hack, so to speak, is a technique they call chunking, but the way he put it was, you'd be cussing up a storm in his head, and you'd just be saying to himself, I just gotta get to that rock that's 3 feet away. As soon as I get to that rock, I am done. I quit as soon as I get to that rock. I'm done. You get to that rock, and you're like, okay, as soon as I get to that tree 4 feet away, I'm telling these guys I'm out. I'm just getting there and I'm done for real. We'll get to there and so forth and keep going. So that really applies in life and sports and everything. You got to break it down into the small chunks and have a long-term goal in mind. And he was like, because that distance we had to go was impossible, but I could go 3 feet. And I'm going to try and, I'm going to break my record of distance walked so far. My record's about 850 feet, and I'm going to break it today. Who's coming with me?
Woo! Let's do it, baby. Yeah, make it